And we're back. Nah. Yo, what up, Buggo? Hope you're doing well. Run right into it. Get straight to the spider. Oh, I lost 2p there. It's over. Yeah, you regret never having a PS2? What for? Have you been playing Persona 3 or something? Or SMT3? That game also PS2? Yeah, Nocturne. Yeah, Nocturne as well. I just thought, I was like, that game's also PS3 era, isn't it? It's like, growing up when I was younger, PS2 was like the console I had, besides like Nintendo handheld, it was like the console I had for a long time. Or for a bit. Could you not, Yamammers? Thank you, Yamammers. Like, yeah, Ratchet and Clank is one of the things I grew up with. Like, that's like Star Wars Battlefront and Ratchet and Clank. Those unforgivable, yeah, I could have gotten through that, but I'm not experienced with that specific dodge. So it was mostly just winging it. But I mean, going commando, up your arsenal, and deadlock, boom. Those are, I'd say two of them. Those games I sunk so much time to when I was younger. We did inevitably end up getting a PS3, but that wasn't until a few years into its lifespan at that point. And we never really had Xbox for ever, really. Eventually we had like an original Xbox. But like we only ever used that like the one thing we ever did on that was Star Wars Battlefront. But because since for a long time we never had a multi-tap for the PS2, that was our one way to play that game 4-player split screen. So it works. I mean, I do have a working PS3. It's not like I use it for anything. I haven't used it in whiles, but PS3 that we had is still here. It still works. Now, the PS2, on the other hand, no longer works. lasted on, so yeah. We had one of the slim PS2s, and that lasted for a while. Like the thing that, like, because it has the top similar to like a GameCube or some other things, you know, where it just opens and closes up and down. And eventually that thing kind of snapped, so it kind of ended up being a little frayed, but it still worked fine for another several years, and then eventually just stopped being able to read discs. But at that point, the only ever times I ever want to do anything on the PlayStation 2 is like if I'm playing something split screen with like my buddies, and he had a PS2, so we just did stuff on that one until eventually that PS2 died. And the last 2 times we've ever done anything on the PS2 was may or may not have been emulated. It's all game. Oh, well, that's not true. Half the things we've done emulate are like things I actually own, but we just don't have a PS2 for because they both have died in some form or another. The one stopped reading discs, and then the second one just kind of stopped. Just kind of stopped living altogether. But the last thing I ever did on PS2 emulated was when we played through Persona 3 FES, so... Keep. Nice. Yeah. Well, to be honest, you can just get a lot of that retro game experience if you play a game that's just like, you know, not a live service game. It's a weird concept, I know. Turns out that's all you, sometimes that's all you need to get the old school gaming feel back, is just, oh, what is this? Not live service game? You mean there are no microtransactions involved? You mean I have the game and the game's fully complete? Like, don't even exist. I mean, I don't really touch them anymore. I used to play Dota 2 a lot. I haven't played it in, like, almost 2 years at this point. Not necessarily because it's live service. Type of game that, like, it's extra stuff. As annoying as it is, it's pure cosmetic. I don't really care. Don't like those angles. But, like, I don't play that anymore just because I don't have the time to play it anymore. Pixelated Touhou, isn't that just PC 98? Did I move her to the left? Not enough. And I'm not out here sitting here saying that online games are terrible and people shouldn't play them. You know, it is, you know, they're, at the end of the day, entertainment is subjective. But I think there's a difference between having online games and questionable business practices with live service. Companies have realized that gotchas can make money, so... and that style of thing. You know, in a sense, Call of Duty has almost turned into a gacha in terms of its style of play. Just with its loot boxes, cosmetics, and everything, right? Or maybe that was like the original gacha. And then people were like, hey, what if we made a game all around this aspect? The loot boxes and shit. Ooh, yeah, not ooh. Woo! I don't like pixels like that, Yugi. Not a fan. Is that Mount Ooh? That's a good question. Was it? Not a pretty any of those last 3 Yugi attacks. All of them were not pretty in the slightest. Do not the tight holes. It's what she gave me. What she gives you is what you gotta deal with. You can complain about the tight holes, but sometimes you just gotta... sometimes you just gotta ram it in there till you make it fit. And lo and behold, it fit that time. Not a flawless strategy. I don't like how cornered I am right now. No, those are not words to live by. Don't take that to heart. Calm down, buddy. You know, sometimes you have a route, and you pay so much attention to how safe the route is. And sometimes you're just moving, and you look, and you realize, there's a lot of bullets on screen. There's a lot of things you can run into and die to. That was a little... Wait. I don't like this nun. Ah, I couldn't get out in time. I had to have let go of shift, but the angle I had to go was up. That was such an awkward escape route, and I still died anyway. I'm beginning to feel almost as if Stage 4 is more problematic than Stage 5. Which isn't going to be 100% true. But I think it's actually fairly true. Can you, like, go up? Thank you. Go up 11. No, you're not 11. You're Cinnamon. Damn it, you said his line, you have blue name as your text, so I only glanced at it and noticed. Damn it. I think I'm going too old, I need to retire. I'm gonna take you, congrats, you got me, now get banned. I am beginning to believe that Satori is the most problematic boss, though. Peaches and out shopping. Classic experience when you run out of peaches. I'm not much of a peach eater. To be fair, I don't eat as much fruit as I probably should. Like, I like peach flavor and like I like how peaches taste, but like, it's never the fruit on my priority list. Like, if I have fruit, it's usually like apples, pineapple, grapes, I feel like there's another one that I'm trying to say. Blueberries. Just a fruit hater? Shame. I was always a fruit liker. So I have fruit and meat. Fruit and red meat. Just give me that. That's all I need. Veggies, I've always been the opposite. Give me fruit, veggies. I've grown to be fine with some vegetables, but for the most part, very hit or miss. And usually miss. Like, if it's green and it's not asparagus, get it away from me. I guess spinach is also fine, but spinach is like, it's nothing at the end of the day, because it doesn't have any substance to it, because it has no taste. So, spinach is always tolerable. Broccoli is good. Broccoli is the worst thing known to man. Now, that might be just because I have been around boiled broccoli. And that is some of the most just awful, foul-smelling thing you will ever experience, and has ruined my opinion of broccoli completely. Like, are you kidding me? That shit's awful. As you prep the veggies. Yeah. But, like, my mom was never, like, a particularly, like, great cook. I'm not slandering her. She'll agree. And so she was never, like, the best at prepping things, so most of it was pretty mild in that regard, and, like, just, like, what are we doing? That's probably why asparagus and spinach are like the two things I like the most. But like, I've always just been, you know, the traditional red meat, potatoes, and fruit. Just give me that, and it's great. Yugi has been disgusting as of late. What are these lasers? Devil's Station. Yep, gotta love it. UFO is an experience. Yeah, but Yugi actively shoots during that part, right? And the lasers would not be as bad if it wasn't for Yugi's shots forcing you into a certain location, so I can blame Yugi regardless. think about hard mode ever again. I mean... Why stay alone, yeah. You'll go for the day one 1cc, but you might... But what if you don't get it? And then you'll come in here complaining? I'm mostly jesting. Yeah, I applaud it in terms of a completionist perspective, but I can't. I just could never play hard mode. Not that I think hard mode's for babies or anything, it's just... It's like the only reason I played hard at a point was because I wasn't good enough to play Lunatic. But, like, when that changed, I was like, I don't like playing hard. It's too easy. I mean, there's a perspective of that, sure, but it's more just, like, I want to challenge myself to the highest level, and that's me wanting to play on Lunatic. Now, from a completionist perspective, I understand the completionist art, which is partially why I Lunatic 1cc'd every game, but it's like... You gotta get them all. Yeah, I mean, I respect the completionist attitude 100%. But if I was going to do a grind like that, there are other games / series I would aim that more type of grind towards. Now, if I want to run my head into a wall, that's when I do this. And by a wall, I mean Satori. Okay, parse. SA sucks and UFOs are the other way around. Ooh, nice try. Well, I hate to break it, Simon, but when I'm done with SA, there's a very solid chance that I'm going to UFO after this. I always kiss those bullets. Rainbow A. No, it's Rainbow B, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's when he started changing the homing to Rainbow B instead of it being Rainbow A. Hey, thanks for good luck, odds. Appreciate it. But I can't worry about that when there's a mind reader problem in front of me. Calculus is fine, but I'm a statistics guy personally at the end of the day. Like, calculus is fine with school, but like when we were leaning to the statistics side of things, that was where everything was. Like probabilities and shit, give me all over that. Well, I mean, I'm not sold on UFO completely. Don't get me wrong. The Byakuran problem is a problem the Byakuran problem is like the problem that makes me the most hesitant. Like, for the most part, I like a lot of the fights in UFO, and I like a lot of the stages. It's just Byakuran I'm so hit or miss on with what I like with Byakuran. UFO is your first one? No, nice. I knew you had a few. I didn't know actually know which one you went for first. I mean, the thing about UFO is, as painful as it is with some of its difficulty, it's like, there's a lot I really like in UFO, but it's just... Think about the next grind? I mean, it's worth making conversation over, right? Like, ultimately, it's a one step at a time, and this is a, and I can't step again until I'm past this game. But this is only one of 20 games that you can LNN in right now. And there are many people who touch other games, play other games, talk about other games. And I played some of those other games, so, you know, you still discuss. Although you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, but... It's also better to have a goal in mind, at least. Okay, now you don't move at all? I see it, Yugi, okay. Maybe shop around. Well, I mean, I've said before that, like, that's high on my list of, like, my games I'm interested to play next, but... Again, until I actually, like, get to that point, you know, nothing's set, right? Don't you care about 1.0 power loss? Just don't die. That's the obvious answer, right? Like... Also, hello, Kageyama. So I've been growing more and more into the mind over the past week that I used to say, okay, Oku's the hardest boss in the game, Auron's a step below her, and Satori's a step below that. But now I'm starting to think that Satori is on par with the other two. Like, I don't think that Oku and Auron are particularly much harder than Satori. Oku is inevitably in a weird way. But outside of that weird way, it's like she's not really. Koishi gameplay? What do you mean? Yeah, like Oku's problem is UNR is such a roll of the dice. Right? Like UNR is such a roll of the dice. PETA is PETA. But, like, everything else is not that significant. Like, if you get rid of those two, she's easier than Yuyuko, I'd argue. Which, of course, you know, get rid of the two hard spells, you know, easier than a different boss, crazy, but, like... Where's chasing cards? Show you roll the dice. That card has some luck, but definitely not the level UNR does. Nowhere near that level. Nice early kill. Very fortunate. Demon Parade. Excuse me? Excuse me. I hate fog so unbelievably much. I'm gonna immediately have to eat my words about talking about how difficult Satori is. Aren't I? That was awkward in 3 different spots. Never underestimate this spot, is what you learn, because sometimes the angles are just off slightly. Like, I'll still say, I think this section right here is the hardest part in the game. Or in the runs, I should say. Oh, I tapped down, but just barely, not in time. Damn it, I saw the line too. But I saw it just a hair too late. At least I didn't make the same mistake here as I did yesterday. Name more iconic duo, capping Catswalk, dying to the streaming afterwards, or dying to Catswalk and capping the streaming after. What? I wasn't even looking at the screen. Dude. I got snowballed. You not see the bullet? I wasn't even looking at my screen. My hands were off the keyboard. I had looked at the other popcorn bullets, but I missed the one that was too high up. Well, I mean, I did say that section was the hardest section in the game. Although, that wasn't quite what I meant when I said that, but you know. Finn! Doing my best Chen and Ron impression. Cat. I can't wait till I have my new headphones, because these ones, like, keep just slowly sliding backwards on my head. Ah! I should have new headphones coming in later this week. I already ordered them. But they don't, they're partly broken. They keep sliding backwards very slowly. I hate you! To the one gap you don't want to see. I just wasn't looking high enough. I was too busy looking at what was in front of me. Dude, I'm so happy with Needles of Yore as of late. That's one of the big reasons why I'm like, you know, Satori is maybe harder than this Orin fight. Says the one who just died to the Orin fight, I know. One missing to the world's slowest lone popcorn ever. I'll give you a better one. Imagine one missing to Fog Labyrinth. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, Satori gets, like, a bit of bonus points just because, like, she's also earlier in the run, right? So she's a lot more brutal in that regards. Like, you're gonna see her on pace way more. So she's gonna ruin your life way more, but... Like, at the end of the day, Auron has, like, two difficult attacks. I wouldn't call them, like, super hard, but they are two difficult attacks. But, like, where am I? Right here. Like, both of them have been made a lot more consistent as of late. That's not if you include Catwalk, of course. You know, Haru's as hard as Satori. Isn't Minoriko actually, like, a pain? Like, doesn't she have one attack that's, like, similar to Yamame, is just kind of piss sometimes if she decides to give bad luck on it? Why are you so low? Shoddy. Not that it matters on this attack. Well, trying to pray to your Gath gods and hope that Oku is feeling generous. That might be one of the easiest UNRs I've ever seen. Holy shit, she gave me, like, nothing that was, like, disgusting. Like, normally there's at least, like, one or two that are at least, like, mildly bad. But, like, that was nothing. Controllable nuclear act? Yeah. I felt like a really awkward Takamaki.
I love this spell. It's my favorite spell of the whole game.
What do I think I do hate Fog Labyrinth more than this, though. So... Sup, son, you do have... What?
Huh? Huh?
I tried to rewatch that one back in the after view. Huh? I was not in that bullet. I didn't see what... That was weird. Okay, well that one felt good. That one just feels like it was just down to the cat's walk issue. Okay, higher or lower on fast forward working today? Oh, it's working. Let's go. Nice, beautiful run. Okay, take a second. Stand up, stretch. I gotta pee. Always feels good to be always feels good to be thanked by Zoom, you know it. Okay, that one felt real nice. It was I felt the Satori felt really good. The Demon Parade was pretty lucky, but I didn't have particularly good luck on the others, and still felt good. Orange, but outside of the non-3 shenanigans, felt really good. I didn't particularly feel bailed out on any of those attacks, so that felt nice. UNR was, you know, just the world's prettiest UNR. But I was really happy with that pet as well. And that Tokamak. Tokamak felt a lot more disgusting than usual, but I still played well around it, so... Although I still want to go back and look at that, that sub-Sun Death, because that was the only one I didn't see. I was like, wait. I was like, I was not inside that bullet. But it goes to show how quick it is to get runs going through, because... like, just to do everything in one run A lot to ask. No, you have to get through the first half of the game, but then you got to get through the last 3 Satori spells, which are in a row, which are all tricky. Varying ranges of tricky, but they're all still tricky. Then you got that midsection of Stage 5, which is brutal. Then you got Orange Spell 1 and Spell 3. And a small asterisk on her final. Final isn't really that bad, but it can be funky. What is a funky? Excuse me, game. You don't have to kill your frames that badly. Then you just have the UNR problem, which is apparent. Then you have the PETA problem. And everything in the in-between. Parsi is in the in-between, although she's not necessarily someone I was referring to too much in that list. But, you know, you do have to beat her in a run. Every single run, you gotta go through Parsi. Maybe I need to do more petas soon. Because, like, I've been feeling better on Satori. I've been feeling a lot better on Orin as of late. UNR is feeling slightly better, but, you know, it's still UNR. But, like, PETA, I feel like I've dropped slightly. Like, I feel like it hasn't been as pretty as it should, as it was. Have it be Parsi. I'd rather have it be Parsi than, like I've said before, probably every other Stage 2 boss that isn't Banki Banki. In my opinion, which is an opinion, I deem Parsi as the second easiest Stage 2 boss. Of course, if someone comes in here and disagrees, that means someone has to be wrong, and you're a bad person because of it. But like, this right here is her most threatening attack. But, like, you know, one thing you realize is that a lot of Stage 2s have, like, at least something that's, like, notably, or at least, like, fairly threatening. And this just doesn't compare to any of those. There's a nice bridge and not a minefield. True, true. Like, sure, there's some theoretical, like, really high... Like, she can theoretically do some really high rolls, but, like... there's just no other Stage 2 boss I can be like, oh, yeah. Parsi's probably worse. Then, like I said, maybe Seki Banki. Personally, I think Ringo is actually the easiest Stage 2 boss. I hate the LNNs. That was unnecessarily risky. Why? Why do you... This laser hell has been just the worst over the past, like, 3 days. Holy shit! The joke there, Kageyama, was that Ringo is definitely the hardest Stage 2 boss. So it was a play on words. Not a play on words, it was just a play on... Sometimes SMH, that's unacceptable. How can you not know this dynamic? SMH. Can't believe you don't have the higher level opinion, or know all the opinions on the Stage 2 bosses across the Touhou games off the top of your head. Unbelievable. And be able to confidently say things and pick up on what's being sarcastic and what's not sarcastic. Well, yeah, when it comes down to Stage 2 bosses, it's like... There are a number that have high peaks. Like, Kogasa is a Stage 2 boss that can peak really strongly. But, like... There are a good number of Stage 2 bosses that have some good peaks, but, like, none of them are at the level of Ringo. And the other thing about Ringo is it's not like it's just her final that's, like, notably tricky. Because that's the thing about, like, a handful of Stage 2s. It's like, oh, they have this one pack that kind of stands out. Like, Ringo has her final, obviously, but like, she has other things that, like, are definitely still tricky for a Stage 2. Or at least in comparison to the Stage 2s, might be a better way to look at it. Putting her a notable head above the others.
I think Chirno is the hardest Stage 2 boss.
I have died to Chirno more than I have died to any other Stage 2 boss in any Touhou game, so... Now, is that because of difficulty, or is that just because EOSD is the game I have by far the most time into, because it's the game I learned Touhou with? You know, what the answer there is maybe up in the air, but... But because I have died to Chirno more than any other Stage 2 boss in terms of pure quantity, I can say that she's the hardest Stage 2 boss in Touhou. for crit rolls. Yeah, I feel like a lot of Stage 2 bosses have that, right? They have those, like, crit rolls they can do. They're probably pretty rare, but they can just do that crit roll.
What?
I just went down too much. I saw the line, I just whiffed. Oh, that's it. I'm out of brain juice for the day, so it's over. You won in Tetris? What do you mean you won in Tetris? We're talking like you were playing someone versus, you hit a high score, you like timed up the game. You got the world record. Why did I do that? You know what? I'm gonna do something. Where is my... Give me a minute, this would take in there. Just set up. We're going back to more runs, don't worry, but full screen, nice, nice. I do love me some good old Tetris. I do enjoy me puzzle games. Like I've always enjoyed Tetris a fair bit. Although I've never played, like, the original thing trying to do that, but... that just is fun. I would mute my mic for this, but I'm not going to give authentic sound experience on, so... you hear everything that goes clang. Gosh, why was that so loud? Nope. What are you stuck on? Nothing. Put that 12, right? Yep. Monitor here. Okay, I haven't busted this out in a while, but like, today I need to stand. Okay, boom, we're set up. Make sure everything's still running properly. Move this monitor over so I can back that still. Okay, I got my standing desk going now. Now we're back. It's been a while since I busted out the standing desk, but like I feel so pent up on energy right now that I need to stand. I've been sitting in the chair for too long today. I missed 2 Ps, it's over. I didn't go fast enough. Excuse me, you have to jump so fast? Oh gosh. I could get... I'm falling apart right now. In every sense of the word. I was not even looking at her. Reading dialogue? No, I'm reading something else. Was me mum messaging? Masters is going on and my mom was messaging me about it. It's getting close. We're here again. What do you think? What are these dashes you're making? There we go. There's a small one. Why am I... Why? What is wrong with me? Like, you're just not supposed to play high on that attack. It's like I just completely forgot all about it. Playing another game temporarily? I will. In like half an hour. Another shmup. Nope. Not particularly interested. Holy moly, we did it. Someone speak English in England? I'd believe it. I believe it. Missed that one, but she gave me an awkward line. But at least we made the line. Speaking of hate speech, dude, I'm filling with hate speech for Yamame right now.
Excuse me.
Anybody know any anti-spider words? Wait, it's a stage 1 boss. Well, the problem is Game Glitcher. I could either blame myself, for like just not playing well right now, or since I had one good run earlier, or I could blame Yamammers, and one of those is a lot easier to do, right? Over here. Blame you? Nah. I could, but I'm not in I'm not in that much of a mood, you know? Why would you just go so far? Okay, that one you can blame Game Glitcher for. He's the one who said that. Call a spider a crab? Would it get mad? That's a good question. Okay, hold on one sec. I'm gonna go take one more water break before I go do more runs. I got back and I bumped a thing on my keyboard. To be fair, you could get on me then, Game Glitcher. I have in my rules that I prefer people speak English and English only, right? Because I can't moderate other languages. I love when my band English. Don't worry, I already hate the British. Don't worry. Oh, get that band. Get that band. Other languages can't have those. I have Remy's lack of booba. Why would you need an eye tracker? Where is that on the screen? Where would an eye tracker be tracking that? Like devil. Really easy to look at that on those pixel sprites. Oh, you can really see that clear, defined angles. On my second monitor, I have 3 monitors. And what you're seeing on the stream is being displayed on all 3 monitors. One monitor has the game, one monitor has OBS, which is displaying the game, and one monitor has the Twitch stream open so I can read chat, which is also displaying the game. But lo and behold, I have a secret 4th monitor that's constantly displaying porn at all times. Mobile phone. Mobile phone's on the side of my desk over here. So you're right, I could be on there for all you know. Ha ha ha. No, my phone just likes to sit there and give me pings every freaking 2 days or something. It's like, oh, here's a look back for a memory for you. It's like pictures I took like 4 years ago. I'm like, why are you notifying me of like, here's a memory? But like the problem is I also like only have like 50 pictures I've ever taken on my phone or something. So it's just like the same pictures I've seen a million times. In the Hey Mr. Discord. I would not be surprised if that Discord exists. I just walked through water. That memory shit turned off. I guess I should look through and turn it off, but like I haven't gotten my way to do that. Apple. Well, the good news is I don't use Apple because fuck Apple. Think I'm gonna use an iPhone? What do I look like, a 15-year-old white lady? No, I'm even worse than that. I mean, I guess it is Android at the end of the day. I have a Google Pixel. Ooh, scandalous. You subject yourself to a Pixel. Well, I'm not buying an Apple product, that's for sure. And because I have never had an issue with a Google Pixel. Timbers are shivering. Shiver me timbers. Time to make Yamamme walk the plank. Why would you, like, do that? Why? With the Apple mouse? There's an Apple mouse? Sweet. The worst design thing ever, I believe that. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 is so expensive. It's a good thing that the PS5 and the Xbox One, 2, whatever it's called, were so cheap in comparison. Like, I don't like Nintendo either. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, Nintendo's great." But I'll still take them over Microsoft. Or But maybe not Microsoft, but Sony. Definitely Sony. What do you think I'm doing? Be like, oh no, Nintendo's the best. I don't like Nintendo, particularly, right? But like, name me a company, like a major brand company like that I like. Like, I've said this over the past like months. I've been like, I hope the modern gaming industry slowly dies. Like, I can play some games on consoles and not be like, ah, yes, I like every action that this company has ever taken in its life. It's like watching, it's like when people go online, you know, Twitter and shit, and it's like, this person that I watched before said something that I didn't like. I can't stand them anymore. They're a bad person. They did one thing I don't like. It's like, okay. I don't like Nintendo's policy with a lot of things. Okay. There's still a few games on Nintendo consoles I'll play. Like, do I do was 2012? True. I got into Pokemon on Fire Red, Leaf Green, and then Ruby. And then I played all the DS era, but I never got a 3DS, or I guess my family never had a 3DS until really late in its lifespan, so I never got X and Y or Sun and Moon. The only thing I'd ever do with modern Pokemon games is competitive Pokemon, but I'm too busy to play that game competitively. Valve. Okay, but what are your thoughts on Valve's gambling problem with CS:GO, huh? I exposed one bad thing about Valve, and that means you can't like them because they're a terrible company. What do you want? You want to stream TPDP? I don't know. TPDP is meta. Also, I don't think an online battle in TPDP would make for great or online battling TPDP would make for great content. In my opinion. Yeah, because Puppet Dance Performance is like based after Puppet Play, which was an old ROM hack. That was Touhou. That was like it was like an old Touhou ROM hack, or it was a Pokemon ROM hack. That was like Touhou characters and a whole bunch of new things, and then Touhou Puppet Dance Performance. Or as someone might come in here and correct me, it doesn't actually call it Touhou Puppet Dance Performance. But Touhou Puppet Dance Performance is essentially just an expanded built on that, more or less. We mean obscure? I mean, here's the thing. DL Site's not necessarily obscure, but, like... It's obscure for anyone who has never engaged with this... Most people who play games don't engage outside of, like, the modern buying things, especially, like, in the West. Like, I assure you, I could ask most of my friends if they've heard of DL Site, and the answer would very likely be no. Like, I know what it is. Holy crap, we're so bad. Is damaging her clone actually hurt? No, I believe her clone has its own, health bar. So, you can destroy the clone, but she'll just summon a new one when she swaps sides again, and I don't believe it actually damages her. Ooh, Rory McIlroy is on hole 18. If he pars it or better, he wins the Masters. But if he bogeys it, then if he single bogeys, then they're going to sudden death. Golf. Hey, I don't watch golf except for 4 days of the year, which is this past Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's the Masters. 273, close. I'm 23. And to be honest, I don't really watch the Masters. I just pay attention to it because I like watching the scores. I'm sorry, not all of us are screen maxing kids at this point. Who have attention spans no longer than 5 seconds. Which Cocomelon? Nope. Cocomelon was not around when I was a kid. I hate to break it to you. No, but Max and Ruby, that was the shit when I was younger. Little Bear, whew. Much better on the lasers, holy shit. When you're a kid, you're right. You got me. During my off time, I sit down and watch a lot of Cocomelon. I'm at work, I'm like, goofy work, so boring. Sit down, pop my phone up, watch Cocomelon to pass the time. Now, when I was younger, it was, Little Bear, Max and Ruby, actually the Pokemon anime. Me and my siblings would watch that one every week. Backyardigans, that was the GOAT when we were younger. Ooh. She died like a quarter of a second later than I was initially anticipating. I love the LNNs. Me and my sibling watch the Pokemon anime regularly from like the end of the Ruby Sapphire era. I forget what. I don't think that one was Advanced. I'm pretty sure Advanced was the Diamond Pearl era of the anime, but from like the Ruby Sapphire era through Black and White. In fact, the last episode of the Pokemon anime that the four of us siblings ever watched together was the end of was going into Black and White. It was the end of Advance when Brock left. That was the first time Brock left. Now he came back later in Sun Moon, of course, but and at that point, it was just me and my younger sister who watched them on the regular, but we still watched through a good half of Black and White. And we've seen all the movies up through the Black and White ones. Which, to be fair, the Pokemon movies were goated until the Black and White ones. The one right before it, Zoroark and the Master of Illusions, was the last good Pokemon movie. Then there's the Zekrom Reshiram one. And that one was dog shit. Sad. But Zoroark and the Master of Illusions, that one was goated. Personally, the best one is Pokemon 3, though. Entei and the Mystery of the Unknown. Whew. What are you doing to me? Current status, there's no miss on this run. Not yet. There's still a Satori-shaped problem for me. Dawn was from Gen 4. Careful, buddy. Ah, yeah. Keyboard cord was in my way, and I couldn't stop messing with it with my leg. Cable differential. Yeah, I moved my setup and now it's slightly to the side, so it was distracting me. Cable's not hanging. It wouldn't be hanging If I didn't quickly set up for the standing desk right now. Ooh. Let's just move to some decline.